What is up, you guys? So I finally sold my calves. It felt like they were here forever. I got my little chunker back there, Oakley. But basically I'm just gonna be going over how much I spent on them, my overall thoughts about this whole experience, and then how much I actually made in profit. So if you guys didn't know, you can actually go back and watch this video when I first bought them. But to keep it short, on January 3rd, I bought 2 calves. They're 175 bucks each, and they're Angus crossed with Holstein. Holstein are milk cows, and for those of you who don't know, it's better to have purebred cows, so that means that the mom and dad are both the same breed, but these guys were crossed. So originally I wanted full bed, but that's all I had to choose from. Alright, so I bought these calves with the intent on making enough money so I could put a payment down for my truck. And calves can be really hard to raise. Like, I got really lucky with Bailey. She was my first bottle baby. But these guys, I thought I was going to lose them both at one point because in the winter they got really bad pneumonia and then one's legs were all messed up. I made videos on that, but they pulled through, thankfully. April 4th, I moved them out with Oakley. And then May 19th, we moved them out in the big pasture with the rest of our cattle and horses. That didn't last very long. Our electric fence was not on, so they got out. So then I just moved them in with Honeybee and Oakley. That didn't last very long either. Honeybee and Oakley hated them. So then we moved them back in the barn. Then I just started pumping them full of corn. So my goal was to get them, like, combined weight to be 700 pounds because I was going to bring them to auction, and that's like, you know, how much they weigh reflects on how much you get paid. Okay, so it was like almost 7 months of taking care of them, and honestly I was just getting sick of it, so I'm like, you know what, let's just load them up and take them to the auction. So on June 27th, we loaded them up in the trailer. Now, disclaimer, because I know some people are going to be freaking out. No, just because I brought them to the sales barn or like the auction place, they did not get butchered. Nobody would buy 2 little heifers and butcher them. And I'll get to how much they weighed later on. But, so, we loaded them up. That's like the same height as that.
They were 600 pounders.
They are not 600 pounders. Here you go, babies. Good, mama. Where are they home now?
Hey! There's no way she would score.
Okay, so I spent $350 just to buy them, and then at least $350 in feed and milk replacer, because for 1 bag of milk replacer, it's like 85 bucks. Like, that's when I wish I had a milking cow that I could have just got my own milk from. And it's probably more, but that's just what I got from some of the receipts that I kept. So then, we're driving there. I'm like praying, like, I gotta at least make 700 bucks back just to break even. But then it's like all of that work into taking care of them, like, it'd be nice to at least make something, because like getting up every day at like 6 in the morning when it's -20 out, like before school, and like a lot of work. So I'm hoping to make at least something back. Okay, so we get there, we get them unloaded. I'm filling out this slip. I'm like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, like, is this actually happening? Right. There's my little mamas. We talked to the auctioneer. We're like pretty good friends with him because we're always there. And then the auction starts, and I'm just like, when are my calves coming through? When are my calves coming through? It's like an hour later. They're still not running my calves through. I'm like, okay, they're gonna be the last ones. And then they come walking in the ring. And how much do they weigh? Okay, well, first off, okay, the auctioneer, literally the sweetest, okay? He gives the people like such a story to sell them on, and like he's like, that young lady right there. It was like literally the greatest thing ever. He was trying his hardest to get me my money back, because these girls, their average weight, that's their average weight. Not even 300 a piece. And I was going in there with the expectation that like the total weight would at least be like 750, and the total weight was 590. So I'm like, I don't know whether to cry right now or what. I'm just like videoing it, like, and I looked at the scale and I'm like, oh my gosh, like Bless this guy's heart. He's like trying to sell these girls so good. Like normally when cows go through the ring, he just starts it up. But then he like told everyone the little story like how I bought these girls to bottle feed them. And then it started off kind of slow, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm never doing this again in my life. Like I'm gonna be broke. But here's how that finished out.
They look good. They look good. Honest family out here in Zimmerman, Florida, they started these babies. These are little light calves, little baby calves, and she raised them up and done a fine job with them. I think they're heifers. You bet. Her little heifers are fired down there high about Zimmerman. You bet. Good calf. Way up to you. And right here, number 30, 31. 30, 31, 31, 31, 30, 31. Number 30, 31. Number 32. 32. Look at 31, 32. Look at 32. No fussing with them here, Carpenter. Number 32. 31, 2. Look at 31 and 32. Come on, 2. 32, 3. Look at 34, 5. 7, 8. 42, 43, look at 34, 44, 5, 46, 46, number 47, 47, 48, number 48, look at 47, 48, look at 7, 8, look at number 48, 9, 40, number 49, number 50, number 50, look at 50, look at number 50, number 51, 52, 52, number 2, look at 52, 51, 52, number 51, 52, 52, over number 51.
Okay, so they brought $1.51 per pound, which is pretty good. If I would have had their weight up to like 500 pounds each, then I would be sitting really good with my bank, but they obviously weren't. So the total sale was $890.90, and then the auction takes out $60, so that way they can make money too. So I ended up getting like $830 out of it, but that's not what I profited, right? Because I spent at least $700 that I actually kept track of. So that's about like $130 that I made on them. I was hoping for more, obviously, but at least I made money on them. That's all that matters. And they both survived. Okay, like that was sketchy for a while. I mean, Oakley, we had hard enough time with her. I think I just got lucky with Bailey. But yeah, that's how that went. If you guys, I'll just put in a picture of it on the screen, like all the details and stuff from it. And then this was a week after that. Okay, so it's been a solid 9 days since having calves, since I sold them. Today's Wednesday. And, you know, we just wanted to go up to the flea market, and then we're like, oh, you know, cattle auction. Let's just go watch. Miguel bought another calf. We can't even last 9 days without having a calf. We're literally obsessed. But we didn't have this thing in the back, so he just loaded that up. And we're gonna race back down there, pick this little baby up. We don't even know how old it is. I'm guessing it's full-bred Angus, hopefully. It better be. It was actually a good price though, only $150. I paid $175, and mine were half Holstein, half Angus. So yeah, I'm just gonna vlog this little journey, I guess. So unexpected.
Step and back up.
And
Don't
jump!
do that.
Oh,
Oh my God.
You're okay, baby. So yeah, we have another calf in the barn. I think it was like 2 days after I sold my calves. I was looking on Craigslist for some already, and there were some brown Swiss bull calves. Bull calves are going high right now compared to heifers. So I emailed the guy, but obviously the guy didn't respond. So yeah, I'm glad that they both made it. They both survived. I got to sell them both. They're out of my hands now. I got the money. Yeah, also my tack room, we're making so much progress on it. I almost get to like start moving everything in, so that'll be really exciting. I'll obviously give you guys a tour, and I filmed the whole process of building it. So yeah, just look out for that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Friends Stay Country, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!